everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Kelly. I blog at Kelly Lee Creates, where I teach lettering and digital design. So today I have a fun project for you. We are going to be making this cute cake topper using a Silhouette machine. You can totally do this on Cricut, but I'm going to take you through how to do it on a Silhouette. But Cricut is pretty similar, the steps to cut it out. So what you're going to need for this is some glitter cardstock, and you can either buy it by the sheet or you can buy it in these packs that come with 24 sheets. I got this at Michael's. You can get this at Hobby Lobby or any type of craft store. So you're going to need a Silhouette or a Cricut, obviously, to cut this out. You're going to need a hot glue gun and some toothpicks. And you're also going to need some weeding tools. You want a tool with a hook like that, and then you want a scraper tool. So I'm going to take you over and show you how to set up this file on in Silhouette Studio. Like I said, you could also do this in Cricut, but I'm going to take you through it in Silhouette. The cut file that I'm using is completely free. It says congrats. It's from a site called Love SVG, and I'll leave a link to that below so you can pick up that file and follow along and use the exact same file. So I'm going to take you over to Silhouette Studio, show you how I set that up, and then we'll come back here and put it all together. All right, so let's get started. I'll show you how to set up this file in Silhouette Studio. So once you open Silhouette Studio, you're going to come up here to File, Open, and you can also hit Command O or Control O. So File, Open, and navigate to where you saved the SVG file. So you're going to use the SVG file version of this file. So open that, and this is what the file looks like when you bring it into Silhouette Studio. Sometimes the files will be different depending on how the designer created them. And what I mean is, like this file, you can see everything is grouped together. Sometimes some designers will group similar things together, like they might group all these tan swashes together and all the hearts together and the text together. But this one, everything is grouped together. And that's okay, but we don't want to use the hearts or the tan swashes, because when we're making a cake topper, we need everything to connect. Because if things aren't connected, they're just going to fall apart. So everything, when you make cake toppers, everything needs to be connected to something. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete the red hearts and these tan swashes. And to do that, we have to ungroup the file. So if we go up here to Edit, where is it? Object Ungroup. Or you can also do Command Shift G. So if you do that a couple of times, you can see that you now have boxes around the individual hearts, and that is what you want, because you want to be able to delete the items that you do not want to use. So once you ungroup everything into their individual pieces, you can just click on things and delete what you don't want. So now you have just the lettering, which is what you want, and you can size this down to whatever size that's going to fit your cake topper. So I'm putting this one at, I guess, 3.58, and this is 1.769, but just size your cake topper to whatever size you need. And now, since we are making a double-sided cake topper, we need to cut out 2 of these files. But the second file that we need to cut out needs to be mirrored because it's going to go on the back side. So we have glitter showing on both sides of the file. So I'm just going to do Command C and Command V to make a copy of this. And then over here in the replicate panel, I'm going to mirror the file, and I'm going to click on this option here with the arrow to the left. And when I do that, you can see that the file is mirrored. So you can delete your original file and then move your mirrored file over to the canvas. So once you have that all set up, the next step is to come up here to the Send panel. And when you open up the Send panel, you'll see red lines all around your design. And those red lines are the cut lines. And those lines are showing you exactly where the Silhouette machine is going to cut your file. So just zoom in and make sure everything is okay and nothing looks wonky. And in this case, everything looks great. And so over here is where you choose the material that you're going to cut your file out on. And if you click this drop down arrow here, come down to Cardstock Glitter, and then under the drop down right here, you can choose what you want to do. You can either cut or score or sketch. Since we want to cut this out, we'll hit cut. And down here, I'm going to choose Auto Blade. Now, if my machine was actually if my computer was actually connected to my machine right now, this would all pop up automatically for me. But since my machine isn't plugged in and I don't have the machine turned on and Bluetooth is not, because my machine isn't turned on and Bluetooth isn't turned on, that's why this didn't pop up automatically. But when you have everything turned on and plugged in and ready to go, that'll pop up. So when you have everything set, just come down here to Send and hit Send and send it to cut in your. So I've just taken my mat out of the Silhouette machine and now we have to weed it. So the easiest way to do this is just to take a corner and very carefully pull the paper up off of the design. Okay, so once this is all weeded, then I take a scraper tool and get underneath it to release it from the mat. So now I have one file that's cut out this way, and then the other file, remember, we cut out, we mirrored it. So we're going to be able to place them together, and so there's going to be glitter on both sides. So the final step is to place some toothpicks on your cut file so you can stand it up in your cake. So I like to put mine, I put mine on the C and the S, and then one in the middle here on the G. And all you do to attach these is to use a hot glue gun. So I'm just going to take and put a tiny dot of hot glue down. It doesn't take much. And just place the toothpick right like that. And then I'm going to put one on the G. And you want to make sure to kind of line the toothpicks up so they're all, the bottoms are all approximately, you know, the same, you know, lined up along the bottom. So your cake topper isn't wonky when you put it into the cake. And make sure to remove the strings because you don't want any, you know, hot glue glue strings getting in your cake. And then one more here on the end, on the S. Okay, now once you have that done, then all you're gonna do is hot glue this onto the front. Is put a little dab of hot glue right there to start it and line it up as best you can and press it into place. And then you just work through each letter. And here is your fun cake topper. All you gotta do is stick it in your cake. So if you like this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any new tutorials. And if you want more tutorials like this, visit my blog at kellyleecreates.com. Thanks for watching. See you next time.